Starting passive enhanced, that is truly an amazing starting passive. We are playing Peglin Truce Cruzy 7. Looks like we get an immediate thing, which is pretty sweet. Looks like a decent enough map too, which is sweet. Well, actually that was a very decent shot because it lets me do that. Follow through is that decent. Damn good stuff. 50, good though. Good job. Damn. Easy 147 damage. Boom, 860 cash already, kind of crazy. But yeah, so I'm mostly, I think refresh is probably better. Mostly trying to get some of the newest stuff. That's really what I'm aiming for. In particular, there's the new crit passive, and it's actually a very good passive. So I did have this run, which unfortunately the run was kind of boring. Can you not? Thank you. The run was a bit more on the boring side. It's got some classic themes. In my deck, I actually had two Machoskas, two Summoning Circles. If you look at the starting passives I got early on, really, really good stuff. But if you look at the cash, you'll notice I have an absolute ton of it. So unfortunately, I'd only managed to find one shop before that point. Actually crazy. I only got one shop in Area 1 and then... Sorry, I got 0 shops in Area 1 because they were both really, really early and I just decided it was better for me to skip them. And then Area 2, I got literally one shop. Couldn't get any more than that. And Area 3, it was literally the last thing before the boss. Which is was just very, very unfortunate. Let's try and get this refresh. It's really important that I do. Good. Good stuff. Alright. You can just tell the bonus damage that I'm getting from the refresh perspective. It's really quite lovely. Though that is less lovely, I just need to get a crit here. Simple as that. Stuff. Hey, look, I knew what I needed and I played for it. Looks like we get a Reflosser's Stone, which is very fun. Power Collect is also very decent. I should continue talking about that run. But yeah, my first boss passive in particular was part of what made me not want to upload the run. Because while I did get a new crit passive, and I had a bunch of really cool crit stuff going on, my first boss passive was your packs have durable. Because I purposely didn't take a sapper sack because I wanted to play a run that didn't have sapper sack because a lot of my recent runs have had sapper sack and it is a really fun passive. But you know, I mean, I should have just taken it. It really made the run a lot worse because I didn't just. The passive just takes a while. That's the problem with it. And if you don't have a good way to speed up fights, then it can just be a bit on the annoying side. But yeah, I had really good crit comp going on. Tons of ways to get extra crits on the board. 2 extra crits plus 1 extra crit. Let's do that. Yeah. 1 extra crit and so they recover 6 health there, I think. Okay. Duplication potion and the new crit passive as well, which was really quite good, as I said. But okay, good. I was trying to not lose too much health here because Minotaur did hit me quite hard, and wow, this is unfortunate. Oh well. Good news is 186 cash is very, very decent, and I really do need to stock myself up well for that shop. Yeah, I had a bunch of really good crit passives at spamming crits onto the board, and absolutely 0 ways to use it properly. Good, as long as I didn't get that bomb shot, I was reasonably happy. Yeah, 0 good ways to use my crits, and the real annoying thing came when, as it turns out, the best way to improve my damage was via dumbbell. Because, you know, double Machiska, double Summoning Circle, any damage you boost you can get on either side is going to be really, really handy. And yeah, it just... It meant that I was hitting crits constantly, even when it wasn't a good thing for me to be hitting crits, as well as like my pegs had durable when they really shouldn't. Yeah, I can't do that. And just a few things which made it so that it was just not ideal. Pretty perfect, to be honest. Honestly, hitting the upgraded pegs is better than hitting the crit, isn't it? It's a bit unfortunate. I would have loved to not take a hit there. But 230 cash is very, very fun. Wow, we're versing slime. This is going to be scary. Oh, we take all birds. Okay, so what do we do here? None of these passives actually do that much against this guy. Honestly, what if we just take the potion ball and move on? I believe we take Sparrow Slayer as well, actually. I think we do those two. Do those two. Doesn't set me up the best for this shot because I am 5 cash under where I would like to be. But it seems worth it. Like, these two are very, very decent. Like, discarding is actually a good thing. Okay, it is plants. Luckily, we do have an upgraded dagger to try and get a very quick kill on the front guy. Should work out well. Okay, this refresh is definitely on the unfortunate side. Man, I just really needed that refresh. Perfect stuff. I did aim for that and I got it, which is nice, but as you can see, I'm just taking a beating. We get our potion board upgrade and we're going to get a heal as well, both of which are pretty mandatory at this point. But if I need to aim with momentum down like this. Good stuff. And then I really want a healing peg here. So I'll double damage pegs. Doesn't do me much good though. Alright, good stuff. Having the peg ball just fully upgraded is just good. Bang. Alright, we take that, we take that. We're suddenly in a much more decent spot, and we probably just take wool chicken. Helps out quite a decent amount. Yeah, I want to take this. Orbit Story can have a chance to proc. As well as there's not any real reason we need to prioritize the fight. As it happens, we get a fight anyway, which is, I guess, good for our cash collection. Going into the boss fight with a level 3 potion ball might actually be very, very nice. It gets us extra upgrading. But yeah, the run was just a bit slower and everything, and not the most enjoyable, but the new passive is actually very, very good. I was quite impressed with it. Even had Spiffy crit, which is always a fun one to have. Also, the run just had great healing, so I wasn't going to lose. But yeah. Oh, I mean, we gained back a lot more health than we lost in this fight, I believe, or maybe not. Who knows? I did the thing, but I didn't upgrade it. Okay. No crit. It's a bit unfortunate. Unless... Damn, that was actually really, really close, but unfortunately no crit. Okay. I think this kind of shot should be nice because it hits the crit. Oh, the refresh, sorry. Much more important than the crit. I guess we're just going to keep trying to upgrade this run. 44 health, not the best to work with, but not bad. Can I have the crit this shot? Absolutely not. Apparently. Interesting shot. I did not expect it to go over there, but I guess it did. That refresh is in a nice spot. Probably this. Try and get some more peg upgrades. Okay, this is not good. Bang, close. 50 damage needed. I believe this gets 50 damage. Jeez. Very spicy there, and I did actually know that the well done steak would keep me alive there, but that got very close. Alright, I do have enhanced, but my AoE is definitely on the lacking side, so I'll take sapper sack, and with a level 3 potion build and well done steak decoy up, whoa. We should be in a very solid spot for healing. However, I did not expect that fast. Okay, so it's only 2 shots. But I have to go that way. The good news is I got a ton of cash that shot. That is really amazing. Refilibuster is great, not so fast, it might also be decent. Fresh shield perhaps? My refreshing capabilities would appreciate that, to be honest. And then next door I can still buy a move if I really want to. Whoa. We get the free passive, and we buy the ambidextrary, right? Yeah. Alright, really decent stuff. Do we take a question mark? Nah, let's just take the boss fight straight up. We should be fine into... We should be decently fine. Okay. Let's go for a big hit turn 1, because now that he only has 2, he just dies in 1 shot, basically. Wow, it's really unfortunate for us. Like, that was the only time we actually had an opportunity to take that damage. And we very much took it. We didn't throw the sappers because of refilibuster. Perfect. Alright, let's get that heal, because the Resistance Knight smacked us for way more than he should have been allowed to. Yeah, Vitamin C is really good dodge. I'll take it. It's quite good. I mean, what my last round run proves how good it is. I'm fine with that. I just want the... And I don't have any forms of greed post-combat. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and we have refreshing as well, which is nice. What last? Oh, new boss. Alright, we have the sustain we need against the new boss, which is great. So I do kind of want to try and just XP collect for the paintings. I really want to see what benefit we get for having XP on people. Alright, cool, we get this fight. Let's just make sure to hit our yeah, they're just soul stuff. Oh wait, we didn't want to hit it first shot, technically. Actually, I'm not complaining too much. It gives me opportunity to do stuff, although I guess not, apparently. I guess not. Yeah, let's just make sure we go the correct way. 128. Not bad. 128 already is pretty impressive. Stuff. Discard, we get the healing, we get access to our potion build again, and we get some more coins on the map, as well as we deal minimal damage to them. Great stuff. Like, our healing is just... Well, our health is just going up. But yeah, I did just notice, actually, we're fighting this boss, and I would absolutely love to take greed there, yes. Bang, lovely stuff. Weaponized enemy boss. A lot of passives here, which is really nice. Inferno Dam. I was really hoping for the boss. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and XP collect against this boss. It just seems like an ideal choice. I think I'll take this. Oh, I do technically have one selling with circle. Like, hitting crits is such a good thing for me, I think. Basic blade, okay, well. I mean, one of them does something, so yeah. I think this should be a fine boss fight, as I said. I'm gonna focus these guys. Alright, so I already have force of infection. Nice work, potion ball. Do I have a decoy? I do. Honestly, they're going to die to a filibuster. Well, I mean, they're going to die to sapper. Yeah, so killing the paintings is actually a really bad idea, apparently. But I do want to XP stack, so I might try and cut. See what I can do. Right, so you'd think with 32 spinfection, we wouldn't be able to outscale it, but yeah, we just had insane healing off with potion board as I expected. We did. It looks like we got a very decent chunk of wow. It's quite interesting, shall we say? I think I just take that. I even took the strange brew to make sure that I could actually take it. Yeah, I'm just taking that. It's fun. But yeah, we just managed to completely out tank the boss there, which was really good because we were getting cash from it as well as we were getting research points from it, which is nice. We definitely didn't get as many kills as I thought would have liked because wow, I love all the cash we're getting from the filibuster off of this. Just because, oh yeah, you're all dead. Wow, that was fun. Oh, that lasted. Stuff. Boom, boom, and then we're going right. Left was technically ideal, but because of this boss, they're equivalent. And then right also has question marks. No post-combat greed, but that's a pretty decent amount. 447, I'm well stacked for double shot, although don't recall it being an option. I think you're just dead to sappers. Man, that is just lovely stuff. Really do appreciate the latest change to Elite Thrust for later. Yeah, only single shot. Oh, damage reduction slimes on the board. Yeah, that checks out. Cool stuff. I really would love the removal though, that's for sure. Oh, and they have the side damage as well, so they definitely will die. Great stuff. I love how like the main support piece I have for this refresh spam is reflosses. And even then I only have one shot. Which is fine. Sure would be nice if I had another way to spend it though. I do have all its story as well. So the chances I find something shouldn't be the lowest. We check behind the waterfall and then we get to deal with a turn. No, it's definitely one of the worst fights for us, but Sapper Sack on this map is pretty brutal for him, I must admit. It's just definitely on the rough side. But only if I actually hit the bombs, you know, so he's still very much favoured. Though we do have such good healing that shouldn't matter too much. Like my complete inability to hit bombs is very impressive. Discarded. What was that? Weird. No, I didn't discard. Very much press the backspace button. I love free bosses. Crit across. Crits also refresh. Yeah, I think we'll just take crits also refresh. Just one more refresh source isn't that crazy, but it's a good passive. And every little bit does help. I have enhanced shot fuse as well, which is great. I think we'll happily take the upgrading, but fresh bandana is honestly pretty amazing. The chances that we find your refresh pop nearby pegs aren't too low. So what if I just get more crits onto the board? Vitamin C says that that's a really good thing, so I'll do that. Sounds great. Especially since my crits also refresh. It's almost as if all the passives is a great idea. Great stuff. We're just dead, right? Pretty much. Great stuff. Concentrication when I'm not versing Coin Dragon is not as interesting as normal. Clear the way, inconspicuous ring or auger. Definitely we'll just take an auger, but most of the time we won't be getting use out of it because we're not going to be actually dealing damage. Beckoning crit for some more crits. I mean, sure. Not like Alien's Rock's going to do anything. Who knows what more crits could achieve. Let's just shoot this. Might not get me the healing I desire, and it is going to demand me a lot of health. Yeah, no damage reduction slimes apparently. Wow, that's impressive. Just a bit unfortunate, I guess. The health change they have is super interesting. Let's just try and heal up a bit. I don't have Cookie, which is definitely a lot less healing than you would usually expect from this kind of stuff. Okay, I think surely there's some damage reduction slimes, so hopefully that's fine. Yep, damage reduction slimes, love it. 962 cash. Wow, Ruby Philosopher's Stone plus Lethal Escalator. Always a fun thing to be doing. Unfortunately, there's like nothing here that we care about. Nothing here that really helps us out for the boss fight either. Because we have sapper, I will just lean in on that. Filibuster as well, turning him apart. That just sounds fun, right? 750, so let's get to 500. No, let's get to 400. Okay. I mean, decent damage, I guess. Okay, we get this fight. Ideally, let's just collect as much cash as possible this fight, right? Oh, I feel like we're not really going to get much of an option to do so. Oh, 20. It is decent damage, and I do have Olga, actually. Maybe I will just shoot it first shot. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, actually. Yeah, unfortunately, we just have a lot of power. It's really quite good. So let's take it to 200. Good news is we have double discard, so we can actually just treat it as if we have no other orbs in our deck. Refreshive, Pedalnero's Pendant, Intentional Oboe. Technically I should take Intentional Oboe because of Sabersack, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to take Pedalnero's Pendant because it boosts our one orb. I missed that. That sucks. Would have appreciated it. It's what probably like gets us to 300. Yeah, let's just do that for now. I'd rather not hit the sappers. Oh, I gotta love it. Alright, let's try and find some damage reduction slams. I definitely see one. I believe that's one. Nice, looks like I got enough. So we have now run out. But my cash is very much improving. Unfortunately, no post-combat greed this time. I mean, let's just see. Do I have safety net as well? I believe I do. It's decent, but it's nothing crazy, really. Oh, that's cool. That's great. This has just been a really good research collection run. I'd really love to see how far my mirrors can be upgraded. Oh, I think he's dead to poison here. Yeah, 296. Very decent. Probably spend at least like 380 every time. So I think I spent my money well. Yeah, missed a tiny bit there. That's a bit unfortunate, especially since I have a lot more than that now, 114. But oh well. So I'll shoot Highway Aubrey first. Okay. Let's roll with it, and let's try and hit a crit. Please hit that sapper. Sapper. Very unfortunate, but as you can see, Highway Aubrey gets an awful lot of damage against this boss, just because of how much extra cash we've managed to save. I believe I'll be shooting him. Alright, good stuff. They're dead now. Not quite, eh? Well, I think we know which orb deserves the finish. So let's also just see how much money we can get, because 210 already, actually kind of crazy, especially when you consider the level 22 Highway Aubrey in our deck. Oh, you're alive. Try to refill Buster. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, that was just some really good stuff. That early Refloss of Stone just meant that I was on the permanent lookout for Lethal Escalator, and it very much worked out, honestly. Very happy with the stuff that happened. I even had some cool crit stuff going on. Didn't manage to find any real crit combo piece, but Criticus would have been very interesting if I'd managed to get a tiny bit more. Especially your refresh also crit. That would have made it. Wow, that would have been so good. But yeah, I didn't have refreshing punch, which was definitely a big downside that run. But like, you don't even need it to make Lethal Escalator pretty insane. Like, we generated so much cash out of that. How much cash did I spend on this? Like at least 1,000, right? Which for 2446, it's probably decent enough, especially since I found that auger. That auger pickup was very nice for making me decide to pick up the highway augury because that way it actually does something against squares. Oh, which by the way, now that I fought squares, I can see what the actual name was. Name, what their name is because it's not something I just call them squares because they are squares. It's not wrong. Yeah, but Sapper Sack early on, it's just always the correct pick, as you can see by the run I failed as well. Like, oh no, I won the run, but it was just boring. But as you can see by that run, it's just like anytime you have good enough healing, you should just be picking up Sapper Sack and Potion Ball counts. Very much counts, especially since like even just the well done stake decoy combo was really, really strong. I find it funny how I found a round guard this comp and I turned it down. Just really impressive because what short fuse was definitely more important and ambidextrous was. I guess probably refresh shield was less important, but that was in the earlier shop, so it was very hard for me to know that. Yeah, that was definitely just a great run. Yeah, Highway Aubrey actually worked out.